I have a situation right now. I am currently on the Olympic Peninsula in Washington State, right next to the Pacific Ocean. And I'm trying to find a place to stay for the night. So I've been driving up and down 101, looking for pull-offs and just like anything that looks like an interesting spot to stay, specifically like by the beach. So I see this one pull-off. I'm out of breath. I've been climbing a hill. I see this one pull-off, and there's like no trespassing sign. There are not any no trespassing signs anywhere. And I see it's just like a very slight pull-off off the road, and there's a trail leading uphill toward the ocean. Actually, the ocean is behind me right now. It's like, if I had a good arm, I could probably like throw a rock and hit it. So I'm at the ocean, and I walk up this little hill, and I find this tiny cabin, this like little handmade like shingle exterior cabin, just, as you can see, just way out in kind of the middle of nowhere. So this is it. Now, my situation is this. The door was closed actually when I got here. I already went in and poked around. So it's very cozy. It's cozy for me. It probably looks like garbage to anybody else. It's also extremely creepy, which for me is kind of a lure. And I need a place to stay for the night. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to sleep in that creepy little cabin? So I thought I would weigh the pros and the cons. So first, the cons. Obviously, that looks like a place that somebody either has been or will be murdered. And I don't necessarily want that somebody to be me. But I've done plenty of creepy things on this trip already, and I almost died once, but I haven't been murdered yet. So this could be the time for that, but I don't know. I'm feeling pretty lucky. Let's see. So other cons, it's chilly out here. It's like 50 some odd degrees, more than you'd think, or colder than you'd think. I don't know. That's really all the cons I can think of. So pros would be sweet fire pit, place to sit, a invitation to stay is how I'm interpreting that. And then once we come inside, lovely view of the woods, which, I can't see the ocean from here, but it's still not bad. If I make it to morning, I feel like it'll be quite nice. Place to sleep, which is probably full of mice. I don't know. I feel like I could deal with that. I've got bedding I can put down on top of it. It's actually a double bunk, and I noticed that up on top there are like old sofa cushions. So I could just sleep up there away from the mice and just like move the cushions. There's this janky ladder, which is probably not something that I need to be climbing up. And then let's see what else. Oh, this is cool. So I am actually not the first person to stay here or to like stumble across this and stay here. So the reason that's sideways is because it's being used to plug a hole in the wall, but it reads, "To whomever built, very well built, this awesome little cabin. Hope we didn't intrude or piss anyone off, but we enjoyed your cabin for the night. Made sure we cleaned up and left it how we found it, smiley face. You and your workmanship, greatly appreciated as well as thanked 100 times over. Not sure if you smoke, but here's a small token of our gratitude. Thanks." And I assume that means out here that's probably weed. Not sure if you, thank you again. What's that? Alicia and Jesse, the drywallers from out of town. So yeah, somebody's done it before and either Alicia and Jesse are continuing on their adventures elsewhere in the peninsula, or they're buried under the floorboards here. So I'm going to take a chance and assume the former. Although, come over here in this little shelf, somebody's idea of a party is Steel Reserve and like assorted deer bones. So I don't know. It's really anyone's guess. It's an interesting place. Well ventilated, as this other hole goes to show. And and a mirror for when you need to do your makeup in the morning. So yeah, that's kind of it. As you can see, it's already got like a very creepy vibe because it's starting to get dark. And there's like the reason that I'm debating staying is because there's a burn ban everywhere else in the state right now. And in fact, it's incredibly foggy here, and the fog is mixed with smoke from some of the wildfires burning on the peninsula. But it's also like misty and rainy, and there's a fire pit here. So I haven't built a fire since I've been back on the road because, my joints don't really work that well. So it was like harder for me to collect stuff. But fortunately, a lot of the stuff is already here. So I really I've not decided 100% what I'm going to do. But if nothing else, I just wanted to record my thoughts in the event that I do decide to stay here and I get murdered and this is the last thing that anybody sees of me. So if that's the case, I don't know, wish me luck.